We're halfway through the unit. Finalized everything 2 weeks from today is the test. 2 weeks from today, which means all the Delta maths before you take the test that Tuesday need to be complete. Okay. I may regret doing this, but we're gonna have 3 days of review. All right, 3 days of review for this test. All right, because we go a day on, a day off, so it's been a while since we've done a lot of these equations. And I don't know how you're thinking it's going or not, but some of the stuff's a little difficult, so I think 3 days would be fine. But 2 weeks from today, 2 weeks from this Tuesday, last test of the quarter too. That'll be it. We're wrapping up the quarter. All right, ready to roll? New type of equation. Wait, haven't we seen that? We've done this before. Look at number 1. We've done this, right? Different bases, make them the same. 2's going to stay 2, right? But I got a problem. Don't write this down. You got 2 to the x, that's fine. And then you're going, all right, let me make that 2 into 28. Let me know what you're going to raise it to. 2, 3, 4. Everyone see the issue. I can't raise it to anything to make it equal to 28. So I need to find a new method. We're all good. What we've done already isn't good enough here. All right. So how do I solve for x? Yep, I don't know how it went last year, probably horribly. We're going to use logarithms now. All right, some logs. First of all, locate your log button on your calculator, please, before we start. Everyone see it right next to the 7? All right, please locate it before we use it. All right, so we can't change 28 into a base of 2, but I could still bring the x down from the exponent. If you want to do that, which we do, put the x out in front now. If you want to do that, you need to take the log of the base. So when I bring the x down, I need to take the log of whatever the base was, which is 2. Equal to, you guys know, you've been solving equations since middle school. What do I need to do on the right side? Take the log again, because I got to keep it balanced. So if you take the log of the left, I got to take the log of the right. That's if you want to get that exponent down from where it is. All right. Next. Got to get x by itself. Suggestions? Well, it's not adding. Oh, wait. Log 2 is a number. I don't know what it is but it's a number. Divide both sides by log 2. And this, we're going to go right to the calculator, get a fraction template up for me. And here we go. That's where the log button comes into play. Log 28 over in the denominator, log 2. And here's my other worry about starting this with you is make sure we pay attention to the rounding directions. The rounding directions, please. Nearest hundredth. What are we looking at? 4.81. 4.81. Before we move on, let's talk about the check. You shouldn't reject anything here. The check is only for if you did it right or wrong. Now, be careful though. What did we just do to our answer? We rounded, didn't we? So if you try to store 4.81 into your calculator and check, it's not going to come out to be exactly 28. It's going to come out to be pretty close. If you do want to check, store that answer in your calculator. Okay? Store the non-rounded answer if you actually want to check if it'll come out to be 28. All right, because remember, you rounded it, so it probably won't come out to be exactly 28. So just a heads up on that when you check. Questions here? One doesn't make you great, but we all questions? All right, let's try out another one here. Again, 2 to the x equals 3/16. We're not raising 2 to anything to get 3/16, right? So let's bring the x down, which is fine with me. But if you bring the x down, you better log the base. Log 2, and I still have to log 3/16. Everyone all right? Going too fast? And then to get x by itself, divide both sides, just not by 2, because log 2 is an actual number. Pretend there's like a 6 there. You wouldn't subtract 6, you divide by 6. Log 2. And that's the great thing about our calculators is in a fraction, we can put another fraction. Just pay attention to the rounding directions. Negative 2.42. Remember, don't check that. If you want to check your answer, check the unrounded answer on your calculator. That'll come out to be 3/16. We all good before I get a little nuts? All good on the basics. All right. Last call. All right, let's go to this one then. What do you see a little differently here? Okay, you might say there's 2 variables, but there's not. I don't know if you guys remember the E from last year. It's like pi. It's a number. Okay, real quickly, look above your division button, everybody. Look above your division button. Everyone see the E? That's the one we're talking about in the problem now. And if I just do that real quick for you, just type that out, that's an actual number. Okay, so like it's not a variable. That's what I want to tell you. It's not like we're solving for it. We're still solving for x. This is E is a number, just like pi is a number, 3.14, etc. E is a number. All right, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. You pick which way you like best with the E problems. So same thing. Go ahead, bring the 4x down. And what do I have to do to E? Log it. So 4x log E equals, still got to do one on the right side as well, log 12. Here's where it starts getting a little bit more sophisticated than the last 2. We're trying to get the x by itself, right? So last 2 problems, we just divided by the log of whatever's there. But what do I still have there that I got to get rid of? A 4. So why don't we just do it all at the same time? Instead of dividing by log and then have to divide by 4 again at the end. So let's just do it all now. Divide by 4 log E. And still going to the 100th here. Point, 100th, 6.2.
I think I put it in my calculator. Like, what's the correct way to put that?
Fraction template. You can't do log 2 and then use the divided by sign. Alpha y equals. Everyone all right this way? All right, let me show you a second way. Again, this is not like absolute value where we have to show 2. I'm just showing you a second way right now. And maybe you remember this, maybe not from last year. If I want to just cancel out the E right away without doing any logs, and this is only for E, a base of E only, what you can do is take what's called the, anybody ever seen this last year? ln, natural log. The natural log will cancel out the E right away. And then guess what I still have to do? Other side, take the natural log of 12. Oops, sorry.
What is the number?
So watch what happens. When I do that, goodbye. They cancel each other out. What am I just left with? 4x equals the natural log of 12. Look on your calculator. I should have did this at the beginning. Look at your calculator. Everyone see the ln button? Right to the left of 4. Okay, so what do I still need to do on both sides here? Divide by 4, divide by 4. And then you'll see it's still equal to 0.62. I just like this way. It's just a little quicker than having to bring down the exponent, log both sides. I could just get rid of the E right now. by taking the natural log. And that's only for a base of E. Only for a base of E. Questions from you? A little more sophisticated now, number 4. What do you think first?
Me?
No, anybody. Not ready to bring the exponent down right now. Every other one I could bring it down right away for a reason, because it was by itself. Get the 890 out of there. Divide by 890, everybody. Divide by 890. So on the right side, you're still left with that 1.1 x over 7 plus 5. All right, I'll do this with you. 2100 divided by 890. Not going to be pretty, right? Yep. So you have 2 choices right now. You can write that whole decimal down. Don't even think about rounding it, because we're not done with the problem. You can write that whole decimal down, or I prefer hit the math button, change that back into a fraction so it's nice and neat. 210 over 89. But it's up to you. But you got to write down the whole decimal if you do choose to do so. All right, I got the 890 out of there. Can I bring the exponent down?
No.
Is this all by itself?
Yeah.
What's with it then?
You know it is. I don't know.
It's all by it. What's with it then? If you're going to say it's not by itself, what's still with it? Like the 890 was with it, so I got rid of that. What else is with it now? I got a base and I got an exponent.
Okay.
Right? So take the exponent. Let's bring it down. Here you go. Ready? X over 7 plus 5. But what do I now need to do to the 1.1? Log it. Log 1.1. And then that means I still have to log the left side. 210 over 89. Whew, we got a lot up here now. Somehow got to get X by itself. Your thoughts? Oh, no, I'm not ready yet. Because remember, I know I didn't put this in parentheses, but remember, this is all together here. Get the log 1.1 out of there. Get the log out of there. So divide both sides by log 1.1. So right side, x over 7 plus 5. Oh boy, left side now. You do get a decimal. Unfortunately, though, anybody trying to change it back into a fraction? It's not happening. Okay, I can't change this back into a fraction. So what am I trying to tell you, unfortunately? Write the whole decimal out. Thank you. Don't even round anything until the end. We got 900,712. 9802. Okay, got to write it all out. All right, you want your Algebra 1 middle school skills to take over now. What's up next? Now I can subtract 5. Yep. Four equals x over 7. One more step. Divide by 7. Oh, you could cross multiply. That's fine. You still end up multiplying by 7. Yep. And then, geez, this took a while here. What was our original nearest 10th now? Look at me. Getting crazy. We got 28.0. And again, you don't want to check it with that number. You want to check it with the unrounded 28 point whatever in your calculator. Oh, questions? All right. All right, let's see, because this next one is about as tough as it gets. I can't get much tougher than number 4. 5, sorry. What?
You said
You done? All right, talk to me. First move.
Two things.
Wait.
Divide by
It's all right,
two,
say.
or add by 144.
What do I get rid of first? I got to get rid of something. I can't leave.
Add 144.
Add the 144 over. Go ahead. Perfect. Look at us solving equations. Doing some big boy, big girl math. Is that 380? Next.
Divide by 250.
Now get the 250 out. We got 1.085 x plus 1. That's a decent decimal, right? Yeah, I'll take that. I don't need that back into a fraction. I'll take that. Next move.
Divide log 1.5. Oh, here. I'm too far ahead now.
I got a superstar in the back. Where am I now?
I'm dividing logs right
What do I do now?
now. Make it a log.
Bring down x plus 1, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Bring down x plus 1 and make sure I log the base. Log 1.085. I log one side. Got to log everything on the other side. All right. Whew. Next.
Divide by log.
Divide by log. Make sure you, that's the other worry. Make sure you bring the log with it, just not 1.085. You're better than that. Large decimal. 5 point. What we got there? 1, 3, 2, 5, 12891. And finally there, kids, move the 1 over. Yep, 4.1. Next one on your own. See if you can get 13.3. Next one on your own. See if you can get 13.3. Are we getting there? Hi, Jenna.
What did I do wrong?
Divide by 240.
I didn't.
Log both sides.
I didn't.
Divide by log 0.945.
I didn't.
Subtract 4.
That's where I got stuck though.
So now you're at 3x plus 4.
No divide. Like I just did error. Like I sometimes did log.
So you have log of, what do you have, 1/12 of the 1/12 divided by log of 0.945. Do a fraction. Do Hawaii. Yes. We use division sign. Crazy things like that. All right. Use the fraction templates. Take a look at Aspen. See what you owe. You guys know how this train goes now for the next 2 weeks.